Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy Rico back at it again. I just need to find out if you guys can hear me. If you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up real quick. Give me a thumbs up real quick. I'm actually on a new computer right now, just for tonight. So if you guys can hear me, give me the thumbs up. Can y'all hear me? If not, we got a problem. Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me? You guys can hear me? We good? I'm still waiting for confirmation. Give me some confirmation. Y'all okay? We can hear me? Cool, straight. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rico Report. I am your host, Rico, and you are on the Buffalo Fanatics Network. How are we doing this evening? I hope you guys are great because I feel good, man. I feel good. I was able to uh, to get some sleep. You feel me? Get some sleep and truth be told, I'm gonna say this right now. I don't know if Joe is even if he's actually even watching or not, but I was actually able to listen to Joe's pod, Joe Miller's pod, the Overreaction podcast. If you guys haven't listened to it, go ahead and listen to that on a Monday or Tuesday, whatever the case is, after the game. Always a good listen. And he said some things in there that made me realize that it's okay to overreact. it's okay to overreact. Then you have to sleep on it. Then when you sleep on it, you're able to kind of clear your head and say, yo, man, I was tripping. But I hate to say it, I wasn't tripping on a lot of things. I was tripping on a few things, and I'm going to share that with you guys, and I hope that we share the same sentiments in that regard, because some people may not have felt the same way I felt last night, right after watching that game, and a lot of people felt the same way. I mean, I got the reaction right after the live show. I was getting hit up with messages afterwards, even on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram as well. Yo, listen, man, you said everything I was saying, man. You're the truth. You're the this. I mean, I'm not even trying to be that guy. I just say it how I'm feeling. No different than each and every one of you fans. So, and members as well. So, that being said, shout out to each and every one of you guys tuned in. This is the Rico Report. For those that are tuning in from Sportscaster, what's good? For those that are tuning in from Twitter, what's happening? Facebook, YouTube crew, the Bing Squad is here. Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all know the vibes. So, my guy Noah Bruno, everyone joins the Rico Report. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I'm sure there's gonna be some competition. You know what I mean? They're gonna try to take that number one spot, but your boy brings the too much heat. It's not gonna happen. Anyway, moving on. So I took some things down. I got to start off like this. There's some apologies I have to make, right? Sometimes you got to be big enough to say, yo, my bad. I was tripping big time, right? And one person that I was really hard on yesterday, a certain individual, my guy, American Beast, what's good, man? What's good? Salute to you, my man. There was one guy that I was hard on in particular last night, and that was number 26, Devin Singletary. I was saying that this guy, I'm not sure what's going on with him. And y'all know I've been a fan of Devin Singletary. I love that dude. And just have been a little disappointed in how he's been utilized and what he's been doing with his opportunities. But I know what he's about. I know that he can play. We saw a great glimpse of that last year. So him, the running back, hasn't changed, right? So he deserves an apology for me poo-pooing all over his name, because he didn't deserve it. He played well. I can't hate on Devin Singletary. He did what he could with what he was given in that game. Even Coach Dable said, I got to draw better plays up for him. If we're going to even, I'm paraphrasing now, I'm adding extra. If we're going to do anything special, I got to add some stuff for this man. And truth be told, he didn't. So you got to give, you gotta. I mean, I'm gonna sit here and be a bigger man and be like, yo, my bad, man. It wasn't you. I know who it was, but it wasn't you. I got a second apology to give out. I gotta give an apology, and I give this apology loosely, but it's still an apology that needs to be given, because people were asking me, yo, where is Ed Oliver? Where is Ed Oliver? Shout out to my guy, Brian Bowers, Joe Miller, your voice. Enjoyed the podcast earlier. Yeah, excellent podcast. I was listening to it. I was up early, man. I was on the road at 5:30 in the morning, and I was like, yo, let me pop my man Joe in. And yo, for that good hour, I was like, shit, he's right. He's overreacting, but the sky's not falling. So I was like, you know what? I got to go back and watch the game. Lamar Otto says, thank you for the acknowledgement. The offensive line just isn't doing well enough in the run game. They're thriving in the pass game, but can't get it going in the run. Absolutely right. And I'm Jeff King. Hold on a second. I saw Jeff King there. True indeed, Rico. I see that. Buddy, if you don't have the horse, you can't pull the sleigh. So in regards to McDermott being outcoached, maybe. But we are lacking, buddy, on the D-line. Seriously lacking, or lacking of the heart. Okay, let me continue. So the first apology goes to Devin Singletary. I'll elaborate in just a moment. Second apology is going to go to Ed Oliver. Let me tell you why I'm apologizing to Ed Oliver. I'm not saying Ed Oliver deserves, to be blame removed from him, right? But I'm watching this game, okay? They had Ed Oliver playing right on the nose, over the guard, whatever you guys want to call it, right in the smack dab middle. And I get it. He's got a great motor. He doesn't stop. But in my opinion, he's much more effective playing 3-tech. I get it. In Houston, he played the nose. That's where they had him. It doesn't mean that's where he's well suited to play. Okay, so let's fast forward to the game. And I'm never going to pretend I'm some kind of film guru. So for you film gurus out there, you want to come blast me, you're wasting your breath. All right, I'm going by what I saw in the game. I wanted to pay attention to see why we were getting gashed so damn hard in the run game. Okay, here I go. Ed Oliver, if he wasn't getting double teamed, all right, guard center combo, bang, bang, you know what I'm saying? You're rendered useless in the run. That's why, look at the run game. If you go back and watch the run game, look at where Hilaire chose to run the game, or chose to run the ball, or where coach freaking the OC for Kansas City, what's my black man's name? I forgot his name. I don't know why I'm forgetting his name, but anyways, y'all catch what I'm saying. But he elected to run up the middle. Why? Because they can push my man off the ball and we good to go. We don't have that big boy hold the line. You know what I mean? Let our linebackers roam free. And I'm not going to say it because a lot of people are saying we're missing star. Not necessarily. Are we? Maybe. But I'm not going to pin the blame on we're missing star, and that's why we're not doing we're not doing as well as we need to do. Right? Secondly, I will put blame on, dude, stay on your mother effing feet, man. Stay on your feet. I feel that Ed Oliver, if he's not getting double teamed and he gets that single rush, they use I don't know if it's just so damn explosive that he can't control his explosiveness. Thank you, Eric Bieniemy. Thank you very much, Daniel Gores. He just can't control, he can't harness his explosive ability. He's on the ground. He gets back up again, but now the plays happen so quick. It's bang, bang. Running back sees a hole, he's gone. I'm telling you right now, running back sees a hole, he's gone. He's not waiting for you to get up. Young King. Like this mother effing video, Buffalo Fanatics. I appreciate that. Respect. You know what I'm saying? So I needed to get that off my chest. So Ed Oliver, my apologies, because you were busting your ass. You were trying your very best. From the plays that I was able to see and pay attention to, because these plays happen so quick and there's only so much I can just rewind, go back, sitting there watching for an hour and a half. But man, stay on your feet. But Ed Oliver was busting his ass, man. And what I liked what McDermott or Leslie Frazier did with Oliver is they moved him around. They're trying to pull a little bit of what's my man? Yo, I don't know why my brain is mush today. But Aaron Donald. They started doing a little bit of what they did with Aaron Donald, moving him around like a J.J. Watt, right? D end, back to the middle, 3-tech. So they moved him around. I like that. But you got to stay on your feet. If you are our first round pick, we need you to get stout. I don't know what you got to work on. You know what I'm saying? But you're always on the ground. If you're not being double teamed and getting pushed off the ball, you're always on the ground. And I feel like he's too light to play that position. He's explosive, but he's just too light. Richard Rush, I'm not a film guy, just what I've seen and some playing and coaching. We are missing tackles, like Klein riding the RB for 6 yards. It's crazy. I know. Zimmer needs to stay on the active roster. He played hard. Yes, he did. Zimmer was a bright spot, right? So those two individuals I've got to commend, and I got to apologize because Devin Singletary, I'm back on it, man. That's my guy. And after watching the film, watching this guy, whenever there was a hole there for him, he was able to make things happen. Now, why wasn't he able to make things happen? Right? That's the thing. Could Ed Oliver play right D end? Of course, you can move him around. Permanently put him at right D end? No. Sparingly put him there, depending on what kind of formation we have or what kind of scheme we're doing. Yes, he can, because that boy, he's got a motor. I'd like him to use his hands more. You know what I'm saying? But that boy's feet is always moving. No matter what. Brooke McBride, Mondays make everyone's brain mush. You telling me, girl. You telling me. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman sucking. I mean, I don't really care for the announcers. I don't know why everybody gives so much, the announcers so much, like, you know what I mean? Like, get off of these guys. Let me tell you something. To speak on a game for 3 hours and not have dead air and continue to keep speaking, you've got to fill the void, right? So you have a longtime announcer, you have a longtime quarterback that's played the game. I mean, that's a good combination. Y'all are shitting on these guys. Yo, that's a hard job to do in the first place, man. Go up there and talk on a game for 3 hours. Doing this right now is not easy. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. There's preparation. There's notes to be taken. Taking your pauses, not producing. There's a whole bunch. Anyway, not to get into that bag. So, Ed Oliver, my apologies, man. Yo, keep busting your ass because I see it. I just hope that the team would just come together, because looking at these guys individually, you're like, man, like, how is this team as a unit not coming together? Looking at Jerry Hughes, you see him like busting his ass around the corner, and then you're like, where the hell did he go? Then you see Jefferson pushing the pocket. You're like, why can't this team cohesively come together defensively? It's mind-numbing, right? But like, as a whole, that was the one individual on the defensive line that I saw that was busting his ass, and I was doodling all over him. He actually did a decent job. I'm sure there's some people that are going to say, whoa, you're wrong because he was trash. Prove it to me. Now, who I was not impressed with, I'm going to tell you right now, the big problem on this team is our interior linemen. More specifically speaking, this bum right here, this guy, Brian Winters, is a liability. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to try to play you a little vid, and I hope I'm playing you guys the right one. All right?
Yo, pay attention to Cody Ford right there.
So I'm pointing at Cody Ford. All right? I want you guys to watch Cody Ford. And I don't want to play him. Now, you know what? I'll show you Cody Ford. Watch Cody Ford. I'm pointing at Cody Ford. I need y'all to see this, because this is what the problem is. Okay? Pay attention to Cody Ford. I apologize for the video. It is what it is. This is impromptu. I'm giving y'all a little something to watch. I'm pointing at Cody Ford, and try to follow Cody Ford. All right? Here we go.
Yo, pay attention to Cody Ford right there. All right? Pay attention to my guy. You make this block. Look at this. What poor excuse. Poor excuse. You just made him run back into the fucking line. Look at him.
Y'all see that mess? That's just one play. Who knows, out of the freaking 30-odd plays that we had, we only had the ball for 22 minutes. But, like, I don't know if you guys can hear the audio, but my goodness. You trying to chop block. You didn't even reach him to chop block. Use your damn feet and drive his ass. Infuriating. And you wonder why the running game can't get going, because you have stuff like this. If you're going to run all the way out there, get a hand on him. Get close enough. Yo, he didn't even bother with you, man. Golly, man. This is what I'm talking about. I'll speak for myself, quick to judge sometimes right away. And then you watch it again. I'm telling you right now, film study with the Bills must have been terrible. And by the way, it's muted. I can't listen to what you guys are listening to. So if I cussed in there, I apologize. You know that's how I do. When I'm upset, that's what's going on. But Cody Ford, my goodness, I'm not done. Let me show you guys another thing. I hope you guys like this type of Tuesday night after the game when Rico's kind of left, slept and feels a little better, right? Let me show you a little something else. So this here is Brian Winters. I'm hoping I'm playing the right one. Here we go. Watch this.
Look at Winters. Fuck's sake, man. 91 makes a tackle.
So pay attention. You can see 66 on the floor. You see his full back, 66, right? Pay attention to the right guard. Watch 91, what 91 does, okay? He's going after 91. And pay attention to 91. Watch this. Watch again, closely.
Look at Winters. Fuck's sake, man. 91 makes a tackle because Winters bum ass. Look at his bum ass, man.
Y'all see that shit? And you wonder why the run game's not working? You wonder why the run game not working. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. It's tough. It's tough. And I only grabbed those two plays. There were probably some great plays by both these guys. But those two and several others I didn't bother putting on there, but it was just a theme as to why we weren't able to get the run game going yesterday and probably the since the beginning of the year. We've got to fix that cohesiveness on that line. We really do. It is disappointing. It is disappointing, man. I hope I wasn't able to hear it. I hope you guys were able to hear it and able to see it. I hope I left it long enough for you guys to see it. But man, oh man, disappointing. Now, let me get my points across. I got a few things I want to touch on. Rico, if we don't have the depth there, can Winters step up, or is he not producing? He's not producing. He's not producing, in my opinion. He's not producing. Looking forward to this video tomorrow, Rico. Always keeping it real. Good night, fam. Josh, catch you later, my guy. Catch you later, my G. It's hard to watch, homie. I'm telling you right now, it's hard to watch. It's not even film study. Y'all calling this film study. I wish I could do this type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because like I don't do all the technical talk, but I can just play some shit for y'all. And if you guys like this hood mentality of film study, then fuck it. We're gonna do this type of this film study. Rico's hood film study. You feel me? Anyway, those were the little things that I was noticing during the game. So you wonder, what the heck? We've been looking at the wrong things, man. Rico, you've been preaching about our guards playing like shit, but nobody wanted to hear it. Proof is right there in the film, people. I've been trying to tell y'all, baby. Man, oh man. But and the thing is, like, if I'm apologizing to the likes of Devin Singletary that can make a man miss in a phone booth, then that means I have to apologize, and I do this loosely, to Zach Moss. And I was harder on him. No vision, can't see. I still feel he has he lacks vision. But if those guards could just play a little better, holy jumpers, man. The help that we would provide to our quarterback and not just depend on him to air it out 40 plus times to throw for 400 yards, which I absolutely love. But we can't expect that a lot. Now, that being said, going back to the defense. I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth. Going back to the defense. You getting our guy double teamed, right? Oliver's getting double teamed sometimes. Sometimes he's just on the floor, whatever the case is. But the one guy, I will say, Rico Edmonds needs to use his size and push people. Okay, let me jump back on that. Okay, one guy that was disappointing to me is Edmonds. Edmonds has been disappointing to me, man. And watching him in this game, he had some nice sideline to sideline pursuits. Loved it. But when he's reading the line, I caught him on several plays where it's like Hilaire had a fullback, or maybe it was Kelsey motioning, comes back and plays as a fullback. And Edmonds is reading the completely wrong. He's following the fullback and the running back goes this way. Let me tell you, as a running back, when I used to play, you know me, I like to stun a little bit. You read your linebackers to see whether you'd bounce. You ever see when they're doing combine work and they're holding the bag, and then you see the guy go and he puts the bag this way and the running back shifts this way? So if you see running back crash right or crash left, you bounce. Not saying outside, but you bounce the opposite hole, A gap, B gap, whatever the case is, right? This guy follows fullback running. It's easy for the running back. Oh, that's where you're going? All right, I'm going over here. Gash for 12 yards. Man, Edmonds, dude, get it together. I don't know what's going on. But you got to get it together, man. James Kehoe, I would love that O-line hitting the sled so much that it would have nightmares. Yo, get on the sled, everybody, man. Golly, that's how it feels. Where the F is Ed Oliver? I bought his jersey day one. Listen, man, that boy's getting double teamed. He's getting pushed off the ball. Like, he's on the floor. But I have to say, he's trying. Based on what I saw. I ain't no film expert. Based on what I saw. He's trying. Because I was with you. I was poo-pooing. Where the fuck is Ed? Yo, that boy trying. Go back and watch the game if you guys can. Y'all see, you're going to see what I'm talking about. Richard Cartagena. Thank you for bringing this up because that's going to be going to my next point. All right. If you look at the title of this is Andy Reid calls checkmate. This was a game of chess. All right. Between offensive guru and a defensive mind in Leslie Frazier and McDermott, but we'll use head coach to head coach. All right. So looking at what the Chiefs were able to do, first of all, Andy Reid is not known to have a running back that's going to gash you for 150 yards. You know what I'm saying? He's innovative. He's trying to light you up. He's trying to do all that good stuff, right? You had a running back that went for 160 yards. So Andy Reid's like, yo, you going to give me that? Okay. It's raining. Usually when it rains, this is when the ball is supposed to be run. And that's exactly what Andy Reid did. But on the other side, McDermott's like, I know it's raining. I know you're going to want to run. I would allow you. I would prefer. And he picked his poison. And he even said it. He's pretty much picking your poison. Which one you want? I'd rather Hilaire beat me, knowing what we did to running back Derrick Henry last week. If we can bring that intensity, that focus on stopping the run, I'll focus on not allowing Pat Mahomes to light us up in the skies. Game plan makes sense, right? We're especially with what we did last week against the Titans. We could stop the run. We got Derrick Henry to 57 yards. Let us stop Mr. Hilaire and not let Pat Mahomes do his magic and light us up in the sky. And it kind of worked. Kind of. Because if the strategy was keep the score super low, manageable, you never know where the ball can bounce, we could still be in this game. But if they start airing it out on us where it's too late and we're forced to throw the ball all day, we're in trouble. So to me, I like the strategy, but when you saw how the game plan played out, it looked like we were playing scared instead of enforcing our defense on them. Hardly any blitzes. Our four-man rushes were hardly getting there. Not even. I think we sacked them maybe once. I think, yeah, there was only one sack. A couple pressures here and there. But he just scampered out for a good 12-yard run, 15-yard run, 7-yard run. No contain. It's like we were playing scared. But I understand the game plan. Let them try to run on us because of what we did against Henry. We'll get him. Young King, like you said, Rico, defense's game plan for Derrick Henry can't be the same as Clyde as Hilaire. I get it. And I said that yesterday. You can't game plan for different types of running backs. But I get the premise. Let him try to run on us. They ain't going to gash us for 161 yards. Yes, they did. Don't you remember Jay Ajayi? Jay Ajayi twice. Kevin reminds me of this shit all the time. He killed us twice for 200 yards. Do you remember how bad that felt? It felt awful. So Andy Reid pretty much punked and said, checkmate, man. Yo, we're playing chess here. And you tried to outdo me, and you made it simple for me. I'm gonna run the ball and never stop. Your little defensive tackle, that's what you guys want to put on me? Nah, we going. And by the way, your quarterback isn't gonna light the skies up on me. No way. No how. Tennessee Titans, I saw what they did to you. Just keep everything intermediate. And this is what's kind of frustrating to me. Because last year, Allen's game was intermediate. That's where he excelled. That's where he did well. This should be a walk in the park for him. The deep ball was what was eluding him. And now, because we hit a couple deep balls here and there, now we feel like we're the deep ball kings. And then we forget about the intermediate play. They're giving us the intermediate play, but we're not executing. And that's the problem. The problem was execution. We did not execute. There are some balls that we could have had. We could have had, man. But we weren't there. We weren't there. Rare King says, when the score was 23-17 and it was our ball, we showed no intensity, no aggressiveness. That was our moment to steal the game. We had no energy out there, poor penalties. Facts. Noah Bruno says, we can't lose to the Jets. They're clearly tanking. The Jets' goal is literally to lose. We're not going to lose to the Jets. Now, here's the thing, though. I got to say this. A lot of people here, Ashley Anderson several times open receivers for about 10 more yards. Allen throws into triple coverage. Stupid. I'll get on Allen. I'm going to get on Allen. Don't worry about that. 100% Jeff. Last year, I found myself saving over and over. Man, we are mean defense. Saying over and over that we are mean defense. Well, not this year. Rico, what do you think about Bass' missed field goal? I'm pissed off about that. Bass, I'm not confident in Bass. Every time he's about to kick the ball, I'm like, oh, shit, he made it. Good. 52-yarder? Oh, he's got this. Oh, wide right. Damn, that wasn't even close. Didn't hit, like my man Joe said, didn't even hit the net. It was way wide. Come on now. So let me get to my point I'm trying to make here. We got out-coached. I get what McDermott tried to do, but we got out-coached. But I will say this at the same time. The players, I think, talking to my brother was like, no, because I said, man, I feel like the players let him down. I feel like the players let coach down. But he's like, are you nuts? There's no way. Because McDermott, my brother's not a big fan of McDermott. He doesn't think that he's a great coach. He's okay, but doesn't feel like he's a great coach. He's hanging on to when he benched Tyrod and put in Nate Peterman. Yes. Right? He's like, the minute that he benched Tyrod and put Nate Peterman in, lost respect for that guy. I understand him. Based on what has transpired. By the way, where's my bell? Hold on a second. Where's my bell at? I gotta find my bell. Does my bell go? Hold on a sec, people. I can't do that and not have my guy Fabian K join the Bing Squad. Welcome to the Bing Squad, Fabian. Let's go. Bing, biggity, bing. Let's go, man. So back to it. So I feel like we got outcoached, but I feel like the players didn't play for McDermott. They didn't. But McDermott's game plan was to let them run. They're going to kill the clock. We'll keep the score close. He's not going to light us up, which still gives us an opportunity to be in the game. This is where I'm like, was he playing scared or was he playing smart? Right? So now, like everyone else, tell me that you guys didn't feel this way, right? When Zimmer, pulls the fumble. Obviously, it wasn't a fumble, but in your mind, where you're like, we got this. We're going to score. Because I'll tell you right now, when Allen is in the red zone or green zone and we got an opportunity to score, I'm always confident that he's going to put 6 on the board. And when that fumble happened, I was like, no way. They let us stay in this game and we're about to take this game? You're kidding me. And then it didn't work out. That little bit of hope. When we were like this, I can tell you, everybody was watching the game like this. Oh, man, this game is boring. What is going on? Right? So when that happened, it kind of sparked us up a little bit. And now we're like, okay, hold on a second. Let me calm myself down because obviously his knee was down. Right? So now we're like, that little bit of hope that happened there, we're like, okay, if we can get a defensive stop, that'd be great. And he runs for a first down. And a pass to freaking Travis Kelce. You're like, oh, this defense, man. We are not a good defense. I'm not sure what's going on, but we got to get it together. But that little bit of hope had me like, if we could get this ball back, Allen will get us this win. Now, which brings me to Allen. I got to get this out of the way. Allen was not good last game. He wasn't good. Okay? It's not like he was shook. He wasn't scared, but he just wasn't good. He was missing on too many open throws. And I'm not talking about wide open. Throws that he should make, throws that he has made this season. He wasn't good. He had my man on a deep ball. Tough play, great defensive play by the defense. By the defensive back, boom, batted it out on that end zone catch that could have went to Diggs. Fine. Great play. Diggs, John Brown, helmet, that's on John Brown. Ball right to the face. You getting balls in your face and you don't want to catch it? You know what the problem is? Let me tell you why. Why you're not catching the ball. Especially when you get balls to the face and you don't want to catch it, John Brown. You want to know why? Because you are not manscaping. You getting balls to the face. That's not what you're supposed to be catching these footballs, not taking balls to the face. And for those that are taking balls to the face, I hope they are Manscaped balls. Get 20% off, free shipping. I'm trying to help you guys out. Balls to the face better be Manscaped. In John Brown's case, my man didn't want nothing to do with it. He was letting balls hit him in the face and just let them bounce off his face. You should never let balls bounce off your face unless they are Manscaped. And if you want smooth, clean balls, get your crop wipes, get your ball deodorizer. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you all the goods, and I'm helping you out. 20% off. You don't have to get the whole kit. Just get whatever you feel you need for your partner. Now back to it. I told you guys will never know when these ads are coming, baby. Let's go. So here's the deal. Overall, I honestly feel that Allen could have delivered us a better game, which could have left us in this game or put us in this game, but he just was off. Cole Beasley, you're missing on a wide open that he could have ran for a good 30, 40 yards. You had Diggs on a corner route headed to the corner of the field. You had him by 10 yards, overthrew him. Flea flicker, John Brown, use your body, man, and catch that. Good play by the defense, though. It was a great play, but you had your chance. You could have drew the PI. If Duke Williams was there, maybe he catches that, but maybe Duke doesn't get all the way down that field. I'm just saying. But Josh Allen was not good that game. Looking at the game over again, I'm watching him and I was like, man, you got to be better, man. You got to be better. And I know he's going to be. You need to get rid of that game. And you need to understand that they're not going to give you that deep ball. Don't let it be that the jig is up on you. Start going back to last year's Josh Allen, which is hitting those intermediate passes because that's where you excelled. Now that you found yourself a little deep ball, now you want to neglect the intermediate game. You just forgot. Come on, baby. We can't do that. We cannot do that. Now, moving on. Before I start taking some questions. Am I talking ish? First of all, I love to find out how y'all feel about it. Am I talking shit or am I onto something here? Are you guys in agreement with me? If you guys are, smash that like. Give me one of these in the chat. Give me one of these in the comment section if y'all are feeling what I'm saying. All right. So Andy Reid, the master, he outdid his pupil. He did. He's like, you think I'm going to air it out on you? I'm going to run the ball all over you, and I'm not going to stop. McDermott was like, I know you're going to try to run the ball on me. I'm going to try to stop it. You don't got the deep to that. You don't have the defense for that. You don't got the personnel for that to stop the run, and it's clear. So now, which brings me to my next topic. All right? November 3rd is coming. It's soon coming. What are we doing? Cody Benz, I appreciate it, man. That's love right there, baby. That's love right there. My man agrees with your boy. I appreciate that. That's my guy. Only One Buffalo says, people acting like we suck now that we played two of the greatest teams in the league. One of those games against a top 3 team based on the fumble being called back. I get it. Josh is good. He's just got to learn to let last week go. Oh, he'll let it go. He'll bounce back. And for those that are saying that we played two of the best teams, and we should take solace in that, and we should be okay with that. I understand the premise of that, but what you need to also understand. By the way, Rico, Rico, I see the name. I like it. Young King says, "Yo, who the fuck hit the dislike? You know it's a hater. You know how haters are. You gotta appreciate that. Sometimes when I get the thumbs down, I'm like, yo, where was the hater? He must have missed it. He fell asleep. He didn't hit the snooze button. He hit the snooze button or something." Now, to my next point. November 3rd is coming. And we're looking at some things that we could improve on this team, man. And I have my guy Pierre, my man Pierre, hit me up with potential trade candidates. All right. Now, I was on CBS today. CBS talked about 10 teams that should be looking into making trades for their team. And lo and behold, the Bills were on that list. And on that list, they had a guy by the name of Bang. Mr. Rankins, Sheldon Rankins. Big boy, playing for the Saints right now. Former first rounder, strong as shit. All right. And right now, I guess he's falling out of favor with the Saints. I'm not sure what's going on. I think he still plays with the Saints. I think that's a recent picture. But anyway, so they kind of came up with, and here it is right now, Sheldon Rankins, right? So the Bills would give up a 2021 fifth-round pick to pick up defensive tackle Sheldon Rankins. Now, Sheldon Rankins isn't a nose guard. Most people say we need a nose guard. And we already have a whole bunch of 3-techs. So, like, why bring in a Sheldon Rankins? Doesn't make sense. But if you've seen this guy play, he's powerful in his arms, and he jacks you up, moves you out the way. Y'all need to go and check out his film. So what they're pretty much saying is the way we got gashed by the Chiefs, you need someone that can have, we need to bring in reinforcements, really. And right now, the Saints defensive lineman would help us out. He's got good flash, and he'd be able to help us out. Big upside, former first rounder. That could be a potential. I'm not mad at it. Unless guys want to step their game up, which they're not, we're going to be stuck with what we have right now, which is a whole bunch of short play. We're just not playing to our potential. We're coming up short is when I say short play. We are coming up short in how we're supposed to be playing. Juan Casillo says, trade our whole defense for Pittsburgh's and Tampa's defense. Tampa's defense hasn't been that great, man. They had a good game last week, but they haven't been great, man. Let's not do that just yet. Rated G says, I saw that too, Rico. I wouldn't mind that trade. It's not a bad trade. 5th round for 21. Why the hell not? So Sheldon Rankins, potentially, if that's something we're even looking at. I mean, you know, McDermott's probably like, we're fine with what we got. But you know that he's always looking. So if they come reaching and they come calling, we should definitely be listening. Now, here are 5 potential nose tackle candidates that my man Pierre came up with. So here's the deal. Let me catch that list for you guys. So number 1 on that list, Fletcher Cox, defensive tackle out of Philadelphia. Now, most people be like, yo, why the hell would they give up Fletcher Cox? And what could we get for him? And fair question. Apparently, allegedly, and don't quote me on this, I just read something real quick, that they may have given him permission to seek a trade or where he might want to go. I don't know if this is even true. All right. So that could be something. So if he's available, you can't even say no to that. You got to give something up. And if you think you're going to get a first round pick for that, no way. He's 30 years old, 29 or 30 years old. They're about to turn 30 or just turned 30. Some injury issues here and there. No way you're giving up a whole bunch for that. So we could bring him in. Like Chris C said, he's old, 30 years old. But we can get, 30-year-old Fletcher Cox or 20-odd-old Harrison Phillips. Or do you want a injury-prone-ish Vernon Butler? Or would you rather take a Fletcher Cox and install him right in that defense and have Fletcher Cox and then move over Ed Oliver to the freaking 3-tech where he's supposed to be? Think about that one for a second. So that's the first one. I kind of fuck with that one, real talk. Right? That's number 1. Spin says there are bigger concerns than pass rush. We can cover the underneath routes. So no matter the pressure, the QB will always be able to dump it off underneath because of our bend, don't break philosophy. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that because their teams are just going to continue to run on us. So if we can improve our defensive front, our pressure, our steadfastness in locking things down, now it puts pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback has to make quick decisions, and this is where interceptions happen. I can't even remember the last time we had an interception. Have we had an interception yet this year? Honestly, have we had an interception yet this year? I don't even know if we had one yet. Come on, fellas. We are ranked near the bottom of the league on defense. Something's got to give. I feel like whenever we recommend or perceive or possibly picking up somebody up, we never do. And then when we pick up somebody off the Panthers practice squad, it's frustrating. Absolutely. Absolutely. Do we have 2 interceptions? Who got the 2 interceptions? Because I can't remember who. Levi, that's right. Levi had one. And Milano, I think that was game 1. Yeah, I think it was game 1. See, it feels like so long ago. Levi did have one. And yes, Milano had one. It was like in the middle. He just I think he jumped the route from that bum ass from the Jets. I do remember. Rico, I'm missing the 2018 defense. Absolutely. So am I. All right. So next up on the list, Jonathan Allen, Redskins defensive lineman, former first rounder, I believe. I think came out of Alabama. All right. Right now, if we can get a Jonathan Allen off that Redskins team, because right now they're just poo-poo, and we can give them something that entices them, maybe we get a stud in Jonathan Allen. Maybe. So Jonathan Allen to the Bills, that could be a nice one. Remember, these guys are all DTs, right down the middle, push your pocket, and anchor down, right? Next on there, Deron Payne, teammate of his. If they don't give one, maybe we'll take another. Take on Deron Payne. We need beef. That's what we're lacking on this team right now. Beef in the middle so teams don't disrespect us like they did last game. All right? Then we finish off by what's his name? Atkins. I feel like Atkins is a little older, but maybe he can be something that I don't like that one. That's Pierre's list. I fuck with everything else, but that one I'm not a big fan of. And last but not least, Snacks Harrison. Go pick up Snacks Harrison off that freaking, I think Seattle's practice squad and call it a day. We need something to beef up that middle of the line because we don't got that right now. We don't. By the way, shout out to 350 of y'all watching right now. Appreciate the love. That's for real, man. You got people watching from Facebook. Salute to you guys. I got 200 plus on the YouTube and a few people from our Twitter. So I appreciate y'all. Let's keep it moving. So that little list that I gave you guys, how you guys feel about that? On a list like that, could we use that type of beef on this squad? I think we can, man. Now, it does make me think, okay, hold on a second. We didn't have any of these guys that you named, Rico. Tim Stook says, not love, just waiting for you guys to cuss at us. No, we ain't cussing. We don't want to cuss. Looking at what we have right now, most people would say, no, we good, man. What you need to do is do what y'all did in the Raiders game. Come together as a team. Yeah, I mean, make the focus on that and let's go. Don't play scared. And I feel that a little bit of us played scared against the damn Chiefs. And if we coming out there playing scared and not you know what I mean, we're letting them dictate what we're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just let them run all over us. We just don't want to get beat. And don't let anything deep. Anything in the middle, let them have that. In a way, it worked. But it killed the clock, and we never got an opportunity to get warm. 22 minutes time of possession for us, 37 for them. Ridiculous, man. And the crazy part is I think it was something to the nature of we had more plays in less time than the Chiefs did. They had the ball for way longer, but we had more possessions. Excuse me. We had more possessions, right, than they did. And we had less time. Golly, man. We 3 and outing. 3 and out. Yo, that's not going to help us win any games, man. So we just, give a first Wagner? There's no way. What, we're going to give up Edmonds? Send Edmonds over there? They would never do it. They would never do it. But anyway, I wanted to get that off my chest. And let y'all know from there, man. So here's the deal. I need to give out, you know the drill, man. I need to give out the Manscaped balls of the game. Game balls. The Manscaped game balls for the game. We lost, first and foremost. So how do you find a game ball to give up? But it's tradition. We got to do it. So before I give up my list of game balls, who deserves game balls? I need 3 game balls. Who deserves one? Young King. I'm going to tell you right now, Bjorquez gets the first game ball. Straight up. If the game ball goes to Bjorquez, that's the second damn week in a row my man's getting the game ball. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Rico, how about Dalvin Tomlinson from the Giants? Why not, man? Anything that can help this damn team, let's do it. I see a lot of people saying Zimmer. Zimmer. I see it. Everybody's saying Zimmer. All right. So here's the deal. Funny enough, Zimmer was my third game ball. Because Zimmer showed flashes. He was penetrating. He even got his hand in there and took the ball out. You know what I'm saying? Doing something, trying to make a play. Just wasn't able to do it. Who was our third game ball going to go to? You guys will be surprised at who I give it to, honestly. You guys will be surprised at who I give it to. Richard West says Roberts, Boho, and Zimmer. It's Boho, Zimmer, and I'll tell you right now, it's Diggs. Stephon Diggs. And you guys are probably like, what? Stephon Diggs? He only had like 46 yards on 6 receptions. Let me tell you what Stephon Diggs does to this team. Diggs was doing his damn job. And that's getting open. And he was getting open. And if he wasn't getting open, they're pulling and tugging on his arm. And he's creating defensive pass interferences. That's what do you think got us close to the end zone? Because of his hard work, his ability to try to get open and get downfield. So game ball goes to Bjorquez, Diggs, Zimmer. Zimmer is who stood out to me. Those are my 3 game balls. I know it's tough to find game balls to give out, but my goodness, those are the ones that stood out to me. Are you guys good with that? Trey White was a tricky one. He essentially did his job, and that was taking away their best receiver, right? And their best receiver really is Travis Kelce. But at the same time, you got to be you have to make account for the little guy. What's my little guy's name? Tyreek Hill. You got to make certain that you know where Tyreek Hill is because he will open the game up. And we did not let them have huge plays. We didn't. Nonetheless, Mahomes is Mahomes, man. 21 for 26, 225 yards or something like that. It's just what it is, man. There's only so much you can do. I hope the team learned from this. Trey White was on Tyreek Hill all game. No, he was not. Because Tyreek goes inside, outside. But Tyreek wasn't a factor in this game. And it's not because Josh Norman was covering him. All right, let's keep it a buck here. That definitely was not the case. To cover that dude is a tough assignment in itself, and he was quiet. I think Tyreek Hill had 3 receptions, if that. And one of them was just some bogus on a corner. We kept the big plays away from Tyreek Hill. Cole Beasley had a decent game, man. He did. But Diggs is what creates these things for guys like Cole Beasley. Diggs is creating these guys to pull and yank on him and gets us that field position. That's what I'm saying, folks. So let me give y'all this. How do you guys feel about us? What if I told you we go 6-2? 6-2 for the first half of the season. Are you pleased with that? I think most of y'all would say yes. We have a tough matchup against the Jets because now we have to. And you know what? I will say this. Ooh, I like this too. Marcel Darius. If we can give up something for Marcel Darius, bring him back to Buffalo, I ain't mad at that. I fuck with Marcel Darius. I am not mad at that. But let's talk about it. Papa Kingpin. 6-2 for the first half of the season. Are y'all good with that? You're gonna tell me that you're not good with that. Because that's potentially what we're gonna be facing. Worst case, 5-3. I'll take that. Because this is supposed to be a hard schedule. We have the 4th toughest schedule going from here forward. It's not gonna get any easier. So we gotta buckle up and play hard, man. Because playoffs is what we're aiming for. And second round is what we're definitely aiming for. I ain't not trying to make the playoffs when they've extended it to 7 teams for us to get booted out in the first round again. No, sir, Bob. I ain't trying to have that shit happen. But if we can go 6-2 and sit pretty with the half of the season, right? And go on 2 strong wins against division opponents, all we got to do is win the division, people. Win the division. That's the goal. Win the division, get your bye. Let's go. So, hear me out. 6-2, that would be lovely. Beat the Jets, 5-3. We go up against a New England team that ain't shit. They're not special, is what I'm saying. They're going to be competitive, but they're not special. And I don't want to think that we're going to walk all over them because right now, Seattle has a damn good quarterback, the best quarterback in the game. I think he's the best in the game right now, Russell Wilson. And New England, although they lost that game, they took him. It was a hard-fought match. Hard-fought match. So right now, Chad Benson just win, baby. That's right. Richard Rush is damn Rico reading my Twitter. Nah, what did you write on your Twitter? Rico, we have to be the best team in the AFC to get by. They changed it. Oh, did they? So we got to be the best team in the AFC. Then fuck it, let's do it. We can do it. Like my man Pierre said, 14-2. I think he's a little overzealous with that one. But 14-2, shit. If that's the case, I'll take that. I will take that. So, folks, I'm not trying to stay on too long, man. I just want to stay on for about an hour. We took an L, but this, in watching this game back, and even me watching it, seeing that it wasn't as bad. Certain players, it wasn't as bad. The optics looked like we just got destroyed, which we did on the run, 245 yards allowing. But like they just took advantage of us. But right now, this guy right here, these two got to get it together. They have to get it together. If we have to bring Quentin Spain back to his rightful position at left guard so we can establish a damn run game again, then freaking do it. Because this guy right here, I poo-pooed all over him. He didn't deserve that shit. He's a good guy. We love you, Devin. You're a good guy. But this guy, come on, man. This dude, get it together. Get it together, man. Especially this guy. Golly. And what we do need is this guy to get his shit back together again. Get your mojo back and start airing that damn ball out and get your confidence back. And speaking of getting that confidence out, get your sweaters right now, order them. And if you haven't ordered them, shame on you. Get these things right now. Let's go. Air raid sweaters are hot right now. I'm telling you. Don't be that guy that doesn't have it. So, folks, I appreciate you. I love that you guys tune in and rock with your boy. I've got 300 people watching right now. Salute to you guys. Rico, do you think Josh's left shoulder is messing with his mechanics? Ever since that Raider game, he looks off, and I think spoon-to-mouth motion with his left arm is not happening. It could be. One thing that I do notice is that after he took that hit, he hasn't been running as much. So maybe that's a caution he's taking to not land on that shoulder to get him further out. So he hasn't been running as much. But you can tell that he's like, fuck it. Yesterday, he's like, yo, if I'm going to get hurt, I'm going to get hurt. But I got to try to help my team win. Richard Rush says Ford is hurt now. You want to know how Ford got hurt? Let me tell you how he got hurt. I'll show you how he got hurt, actually, because it was this very play that he got.
Look at Winters.
Nope, not that one. My bad. This very play that he got hurt.
Yo, pay attention to Cody Ford right there. All right? Pay attention to my guy. You make this block.
Nope, not that one either. It's this one. Gotcha.
To the backfield, and that was a great.
Is that play right there? And I think he stayed for another play, and then he got hurt again. Anyways, damn it! Every play looks the same. I know they're getting pushed back. Terrible. Anyway, folks, I appreciate each and every one of you guys tuning in, man. This was great. I got a chance to kind of. Yo, Bobby, you a fool, man. He said, look at Rico. He think an ESPN producer now. You dumbass. Yo, man, this is the Rico Report. I'm supposed to give the people what they want. They want me talking. They want me doing hood. They want me doing hood film study. I'll do the hood film studies, man. I'll put some up and do some voiceovers. I don't know. Maybe we might do that if you guys fuck with it. But nonetheless, we got time to enjoy the rest of the week. We took a massive L. The feelings are hurt. Food didn't taste as good to me this week. It hasn't been tasting good. I'm hoping that we get to that point at one point that we start winning again. Jeff King. Where's my guy Jeff King? Jeff King just made a comment here. Rico, open the lines. I got some question for you. You know what? Where my phone at? Yo, give me that shot right now, boy. Call me up. Call me up right now. I'm gonna open the line. I got what? I got a few more minutes. Call me up, kid. Call me up. Where's my man Brian Bowers? Brian Bowers says Rico channeling his inner Eric Turner from Cover One Sports. Hey, I ain't no Cover One. I'm no Clay Troya. You know what I'm saying? I'm just me. Just, you know what I mean? I see what I see and then I put it out there, man. I just do what I do what I can to show the people what's good, man. That's what it comes down to. Michelle Holloman says, F the negative stuff, go Bills. I'm confident. Nah, man, we're not being negative, man. We just kind of, you know what I mean? We just doing our thing. We just doing our thing, man. My guy, Jeff King. What is up, my G?
The man, the legend. What's up?
The man, the legend. I hear you, boss. Talk to me. What's going on today, man?
Listen, you always come real, okay?
Yes, sir.
I want to know why you've been dodging me all year about this goddamn defense.
Yo, I'm not trying to dodge you, man. We both agree this defense has not been playing well. That's the facts. We know that. We agree with each other.
But do you, I can remember us talking back in when we made these acquisitions from North Carolina. We both thought this defense was going to come screaming.
Oh, I know.
They ain't screaming at nobody, man.
I know.
Nobody.
They're whispering. It's a whole bunch of whispering. Dude, I'm telling you right now.
Question to you, buddy, because I'm not going to keep you out of.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
Do you think this is fixable by playoff time?
Yes, 100%.
I want you to be honest with me.
I honestly think it is very fixable. We have a very good coach in McDermott. That's why I'm not as like stressed out on this defense because, listen, we were getting gashed in the run game last year badly, right? I think we went on a 2 or 3 game stretch. Eagles did it to us, and then I think the Redskins did it to us with Peterson. So then we had to fix it. We brought somebody in to help with Corey Legit, but we got it together. So I think we're gonna get it together when Milano comes back. I think that's a big piece that we lost. Trey White is back now. That's massive. Hopefully Levi Wallace regains his position back, and maybe, you know what I'm saying, we start bringing Norman in on the slot. Who knows? I don't know. I don't like Norman at the slot, but I'm just saying we need to get a healthy team back. Then we can start really doing what we need to do. But right now, I'm with you. We ain't screaming at anybody right now. We're whispering. We're the whisperers.
Yeah. It's scaring me, buddy. Really, I'm not going to lie to you, Ben. You know, and I kind of disagreed with you about because I was pissed off yesterday. I'm not going to lie to you. I was fucking straight up pissed off.
I think we were all pissed off, man.
You know, oh yeah, absolutely. But you know, I was like, okay, well, what good is it going to do to beat the shit out of the Jets? The Jets suck. They're tanking. That's the only reason. And, they're even on the field, for the love of Christ. But
you know what though? I can totally.
You know what? I think we need that. I do. I think we need that for Allen to get his confidence back. I think we need the D to go out there and pound the shit out of somebody, let them know, okay, you can still play the game.
Jeff King,
but we got to have somebody.
You're making a great point because I think this, and I don't want to call it a tune-up game, but this game is going to be a game for everyone to get their act together and get their craft back and get that push they need. Ed Oliver needs to do it. Their running game needs to establish itself again. We need to get that Air Allen game back going again. If we can do all those things and get that confidence back and take it into New England, and then we take it to New England and beat New England, at 6-2, getting the season at 6-2 and beating 2 division rivals, that would be amazing. That's what we need right now. We need to get these 2 next wins, and then we go into the second half of the season, third quarter of the season at 6-2 with an advantage. We just cannot lose any more games, man. We can't. Even though they've extended these playoffs, we can't.
Like I said, I do apologize, man. I mean, I was really pissed off yesterday. I'm like, you have to understand something, man.
Listen,
my old man took me to my first game in 1976.
Woo!
Okay, I've been a diehard since 1976, bro. I've waited a long effing time, man.
Listen, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Jeff King, can I tell you something? I absolutely adore when you call and you vent. And this is why I do the Rico Report, man. Because you get people to call in and say, yo, I'm pissed off, man. And here's why I'm pissed off. So I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to give you guys a little glimpse. What I'm trying to do right now, I'm just trying to buy my time, and I'm going to get a software and a piece of equipment that is going to help make this show much better. That's why these Bing Squad contributions, usually they really do help, folks. I'm telling you right now, it doesn't just go in my pocket. I'm chilling. It goes right back into BF to give you guys great stuff. It's just I got to buy my time. Once I get this damn thing going, I'm telling you right now, we're gonna have phone calls. We're gonna do all that good shit. Trust and believe that. I'm gonna make it work.
It's all good. Right about now, you need to give me a therapist, though, man. And, you know, after 30-something years, I need a therapist.
You know what you're gonna need? We need wins. The therapy you need, Jeff King.
Man. We do. I was riding high there for 4 weeks, and then
we're gonna ride high again.
Deep depression for the last 2.
You're a fool. We're gonna ride high again, man. Don't you worry about that. My guy.
You be good, man.
Yes, sir.
Taking a call. I appreciate it.
You got it, man. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
That's my guy, Jeff King. Always a pleasure talking to my guy, Jeff King. This guy is an OG. 76? God damn, boy. Anyway, folks, that's my time. I appreciate each and every one of you guys, man. There's 270 people watching right now. Listen, be good to one another. Have a damn good week. We got another game coming this Sunday, 1 o'clock. Back to the original damn schedule, and we got to get that ass whooped. We're going to whoop that ass. We have to. We got no choice. I don't care if it's freaking the scrambler in Joe Flacco, or is back to freaking that bum other quarterback, the one that had mono. I don't give a damn who's that quarterback. But we just got to make sure that we bring it to them all day. Don't stop, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's my time. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. And I'm going to say something, man. We got to crush the Jets. We've got to beat them. We got to ground the Jets. And that's the realest thing I got to say, man. One game at a damn time. So it's about that time, man. So you guys be great. You guys be good. And I'm going to tell you something, man. It's your boy. And I'm gone.